The world we once knew is gone. Cities that stood for centuries now crumble beneath alien shadows. The skies, once filled with dreams of progress, now burn with the fires of war. The enemy came without warning, unstoppable, merciless, endless. And now we fight, not for victory, but for survival. What would you do if the end arrived, not as a whisper, but as a storm? Would you run? Would you hide? Or would you stand and fight? Everywhere you look, the battlefield stretches beyond sight of war. Fought not over land or power, but existence itself. In the ruins of our civilization, soldiers hold the line, knowing that retreat is no longer an option. They fire until their weapons overheat, until their hands are raw, until the weight of death itself presses upon them. They fight because there is no alternative. What does courage look like when the odds are hopeless? How do you stand when the world around you is falling? Somewhere in the chaos, a single soldier stands alone. His armor's cracked, his rifle empty, his body broken. But he does not kneel, he does not surrender, because he knows that every second he fights buys another second for someone else to live. These are not just battles, they are acts of defiance. Every bullet, every blade, every scream is a declaration. We are still here. But how much longer can we hold? How much longer before the walls break, before the last city falls, before humanity becomes nothing more than an echo? They are more than an enemy. They are an extinction event. Their numbers stretch beyond comprehension. Their forms twisted, grotesque, unnatural tear through steel and flesh alike. Their hunger is not for conquest, but for consumption. We are not their rivals. We are their prey. Can you hear them? The shrieks in the distance? The ground trembling beneath their feet? The moment before they strike? That frozen second between life and oblivion? What do you do when running is no longer an option? In the end, victory is no longer our goal. Survival is. The last ships leave the planet, carrying the remnants of a dying world. They look back one final time at the fires consuming the only home they have ever known. And on the ground, those who remain make their final stand. They know they will not live to see what comes next, but they fight anyway. They fight because hope is not just a word. Hope is sacrifice. Hope is defiance. Hope is the last bullet fired when all others have fallen. Is this the end of humanity? Or is it only the beginning of something greater?